The rain hammered the cracked sidewalk like fists of judgment, each drop a reminder that the world didn't care about broken promises. Alex slammed the door of the old brownstone shut behind him, his backpack slung over one shoulder, the only armor he had left against the storm, and the storm his parents had unleashed inside him. "You're dead to us?" His father's voice echoed in his skull, colder than the November wind whipping through Brooklyn's empty streets, as if loving a man was a crime that erased 23 years of blood and bone. Alex stumbled through the downpour, the city lights blurring into a kaleidoscope of regret. His phone buzzed in his pocket. Probably his sister, Mia, begging him to come back, to pretend, to bury the truth deeper than the family secrets rotting in their park slope home. But he couldn't. Not after the dinner, not after the wine glasses shattered against the wall, his mother's sobs twisting into accusations. What did we do wrong? This isn't our son. It was their son, though flawed, fierce, finally free. Or so he thought. He ducked into a dimly lit diner on Atlantic Avenue, the kind of place where the coffee was black as sin and the booths smelled like faded dreams. The waitress, a woman with tattooed arms and eyes that had seen too many midnights, slid him a mug without asking. "Rough night, kid?" she said, her voice gravelly from years of New York winters. Alex nodded, staring into the steam rising like ghosts from his past. "You could say that. Families. Complicated." She chuckled, wiping down the counter. "Ain't it always? Name's Rita. You got a place to crash." "Not really." The words hung heavy. He'd left his job at the graphic design firm 2 months ago, burnout from hiding who he was, and now, with his parents' ultimatum ringing in his ears, the freelance gigs barely covered ramen. The backpack held his laptop, a change of clothes, and a photo of him and his high school best friend, Jordan, arms slung around each other at prom, oblivious to the spark that would ignite years later. Rita jotted something on a napkin. "There's a shelter up on Flatbush, but if you're looking for real talk, hit up the center on Myrtle. LGBTQ youth drop in. They don't judge." She pushed the napkin toward him. "And eat something. Life's too short for empty stomachs." He managed a weak smile, ordering eggs that tasted like cardboard. As he ate, his mind wandered to Jordan. They'd lost touch after college. Jordan chasing med school dreams in Boston. Alex grinding in the city that never sleeps but always devours its young. What would Jordan say? "Screw him, Alex. You're gold." That's what he'd always said, back when late-night confessions under starry Jersey skies felt like the whole world. By dawn, the rain had eased to a drizzle, and Alex found himself at the center Rita mentioned. It was a converted warehouse with rainbow flags fluttering like defiant banners. Inside, the air hummed with chatter, trans kids sharing sketches, queer elders dispensing wisdom over coffee. A counselor named Theo, with a beard like a lumberjack and eyes soft as summer, pulled him aside. "First time?" Theo asked, handing him a clipboard. Alex nodded, pen shaking as he scrawled his name. "Parents found out, kicked me out, like I'm disposable." Theo's face hardened, then softened. "You're not. None of us are. This city's got a way of breaking you open, but it rebuilds too. You got a plan. Survive, then figure it out." Alex's voice cracked. He'd always been the fixer, the one who smoothed his parents' marriage cracks, who covered for Mia's wild phases. Now he was the crack. Theo clapped his shoulder. "Start here. We got job boards, therapy groups. And hey, stick around for the open mic tonight. Voices like yours? They heal." The day blurred into a haze of forms and faces. By evening, Alex was nursing a soda in the back of the room, watching performers bare their souls. A poet spoke of stolen kisses in alleyways. A singer crooned about loving in the light. Then, the door swung open, and there he was, Jordan, drenched from the streets, scanning the crowd like a man on a mission. Their eyes locked. Jordan's face, still boyish, with that crooked smile and hazel eyes that could unravel anyone, lit up. "Alex? Holy shit, man." Alex's heart slammed against his ribs. "Jordan? What the hell are you doing here?" "Visiting a buddy from residency. Saw your post on that old group chat. Something about needing a couch. Jordan crossed the room in 3 strides, pulling Alex into a hug that smelled like rain and hospital antiseptic. Dude, you look like you wrestled a hurricane. Alex laughed, a raw, unexpected sound. Close enough. Parents. Yeah. It's bad. Jordan's arms tightened. Screw that. You're crashing with me tonight. No arguments. That night, in Jordan's borrowed sublet on the edge of Williamsburg, a shoebox apartment stacked with medical texts and takeout menus, they talked until the city lights dimmed. Jordan had come out in med school, his own family a mixed bag of support and silence. It's like they're ghosts now, he admitted, passing Alex a beer. But you're the real deal, Alex. Always were. The air thickened with unspoken history. Back in high school, they'd been inseparable. Road trips to the shore, secrets swapped under boardwalk lights. That one night, after too many stolen sips of his dad's whiskey, their lips had brushed. A mistake, they'd called it. Or so they'd pretended. Now, with the world crumbling around him, Alex felt the pull again. What if I can't fix this? He whispered, staring at the ceiling cracks like they held answers. Jordan shifted closer on the lumpy couch. Then you don't. You build something new, with people who see you. Their hands found each other in the dark, fingers lacing like puzzle pieces long lost. It wasn't a kiss, not yet, but it was a promise. For the first time since the door slammed, Alex breathed easy. Weeks turned into a fragile routine. Jordan extended his visit, crashing rotations to help Alex job hunt. They pounded pavement from Soho galleries to Midtown ad agencies. Alex's portfolio clutched like a shield. Rejections piled up, but Jordan's optimism was infectious. You're a wizard with visuals, man. They'll see it. Nights were for rooftop walks, sharing dreams under the Brooklyn Bridge's glow. Jordan talked of rural clinics, healing forgotten towns. Alex sketched futures of indie studios, stories told in bold strokes. Laughter came easier, touches lingered longer. One evening, as fireworks cracked over the East River for some forgotten holiday, Jordan turned to him. I never forgot that night, you know? The whiskey. The almost. Alex's pulse raced. Me neither. Scared the hell out of me. Jordan's hand cupped his cheek, thumb tracing jawline. Not anymore? The kiss was inevitable. Soft at first, then deepening like a river breaking banks. It tasted of salt and second chances, the city humming approval below. They pulled apart breathless, foreheads pressed. This, Jordan murmured, this is worth fighting for. But shadows loomed. Mia called, voice laced with guilt. Dad's sorry, Alex. Come home. We can talk. It was a trap, he knew. Yet doubt crept in, a whisper of what-ifs. Jordan sensed it, pulling him closer. Don't let them rewrite you. Alex nodded, but the seed was planted. Little did he know, across the country in a dusty San Francisco law office, a letter waited, sealed with the wax of a grandfather's will. Fortunes tied not to blood, but to the heart's quiet truths. As autumn leaves turned to frost-kissed warnings, Alex landed a gig. Freelance for a queer nonprofit, designing campaigns that screamed visibility. Paid peanuts, but it fed his soul. Jordan, meanwhile, aced his boards, whispers of fellowships dancing in his future. They celebrated with cheap tie on a fire escape, toasting to us against the empire. Yet, in quiet moments, Alex's eyes drifted to his phone. Unread voicemails from home. The betrayal stung fresh each time, a wound that scabbed but never scarred. They chose their version of normal over me, he confessed one night, Jordan's arms his anchor. And you chose you, Jordan replied, fierce. That's the win. But wins are fragile in a city that devours the unwary. Enter Liam, Jordan's old med school roommate, crashing their idol with a grin too wide and eyes too sharp. Heard about your drama, Alex? Liam said over beers at a dive bar, clapping Alex's back like they were brothers. Tough break. But hey, family's overrated, right? Liam was charm incarnate, blonde, built like a surfer, with stories that filled silences. He tagged along to brunches, his laughter a buffer against Alex's doubts. Jordan rolled his eyes but indulged, old loyalty binding them. Alex, adrift in gratitude, didn't see the undercurrents. One crisp October afternoon, as they wandered Central Park's leaf-strewn paths, Liam pulled Alex aside. Jordan's golden, but he's got baggage. Ex who wrecked him. Just watch your back. The words lodged like thorns. That night, tangled in sheets with Jordan's steady breaths beside him, Alex wondered. Was this love, or just escape? The first crack appeared at Thanksgiving. Jordan's phone buzzed with a Boston number. His mother, inviting him home. Solo, he told Alex, voice tight. They still think it's a phase. Go, Alex urged, masking his fear. Show them you're unbreakable. But as Jordan's train pulled away, Liam showed up unannounced, bottle of bourbon in hand. Misery loves company, he quipped, and they drank to ghosts. Hours later, confessions spilled. Liam's own closeted youth, the beatings, the flight to freedom. Alex, vulnerable, shared the dissonement's raw edge. Liam's hug lingered. You're stronger than they know. It was comfort, nothing more, or so Alex told himself. But in the mirror the next morning, guilt stared back. Jordan returned invigorated. Tales of small victories. A sister's hug, a father's gruff, proud. Yet, when Alex mentioned Liam's visit, Jordan's smile faltered. He's a hurricane, that one. Stirs shit up. The warning hummed. Ignored. Life pressed on. Alex's designs gaining buzz. Jordan interviewing for slots in the city. They dreamed aloud of a loft in the village. Walls lined with Alex's art. Jordan's scrubs hung like trophies. Then the letter arrived. Not from home, but from a lawyer in the Bay Area. Estate of Elias Hawthorne. Alex's grandfather. The black sheep who'd fled Texas for San Francisco's Castro in the 70s. Leaving whispers of scandal. Dead 6 months, silent until now. Trembling, Alex tore it open. To my grandson Alexander, if love is your compass as it was mine, this legacy is yours, not in dollars alone, but in the fortune of truth. Claim it when you've found a heart worth sharing. A fortune? Elias had built a tech empire from nothing, gay and unapologetic, pouring wealth into causes that defied the odds. But the terms, to inherit, Alex must prove a union of souls, marriage, commitment, love documented. Not for show, the will stipulated, but for the real, the enduring. Jordan read it over his shoulder, eyes wide. This is insane. Life-changing. Alex's laugh was bitter. Or a curse. What if it's just another test I fail? Jordan pulled him close. We pass it together. But Liam, overhearing at brunch, leaned in with a sly grin. Romantic. But fortunes like that, they come with strings. Careful, boys. The seed of doubt bloomed. As winter gripped the city, so did secrets. Liam's late-night text to Alex. Just checking in. Jordan's growing shifts pulling him away. Love, it seemed, was a tightrope over an abyss. Snow dusted the fire escapes like powdered sugar on a bitter pill, and Alex's world tilted on the edge of revelation. The will's claws gnawed at him, proof of love, as if emotions could be notarized like a lease. He and Jordan spent evenings poring over legalese, laughing at the absurdity, but beneath it, pressure built like storm clouds over the Hudson. You're overthinking? Jordan said one night, as they huddled in a blanket fort of borrowed sheets, fairy lights strung like stars. This isn't about a ring, it's about us. Real as this. He kissed Alex's temple, warm and sure, but real cracked under scrutiny. Liam had become a fixture, crashing movie nights, his wit a spark that lit Jordan's fatigue. You two are disgustingly cute, Liam teased, but his eyes on Alex held heat, unspoken invitations in every brush of shoulders. Alex pushed it down, focusing on work. His nonprofit campaign launched to acclaim, billboards in Times Square proclaiming, "Love isn't legacy, it's liberation." Offers trickled in. A boutique agency in Chelsea, steady pay. He signed, toasting with Jordan at their favorite speakeasy, hidden behind a bodega's false wall. To empires built on truth. Jordan raised his glass, eyes shining. To us, Alex echoed. But his phone vibrated, Mia. He's changing the will, Alex. Cutting you out forever unless you come back. Straighten up. The words clawed. He deleted the voicemail, but sleep evaded. Dawn found him sketching furiously. A man chained to family portraits, keys floating just out of reach. Jordan stirred, pulling him back to bed. Talk to me. It's nothing. Everything. The agency gig demanded long hours, schmoozing clients in glass towers where queerness was trendy but fragile. Alex thrived, his American dream manifesting in pitch decks and praise. Jordan, too, landed a residency at Mount Sinai, pediatrics, healing tiny hearts while his own raced for Alex. Yet Liam lingered like smoke. Jordan swamped, he'd say, showing up with coffee runs. One blustery afternoon, as Alex sketched in Washington Square Park, Liam plopped beside him, sketchpad balanced on knees. Missed your vibe, Liam said, stealing a pencil. What's this? Chains? Family bullshit. Alex sighed, the will's weight pressing. He hadn't told Liam the details, too raw. Liam's hand on his arm was steady. You're carrying the world, aren't you? Let me help. It was innocent. A walk to the arch, stories swapped of lost loves. But when Liam's lips grazed Alex's cheek in goodbye, for luck, the line blurred. Alex pulled away, heart hammering. I can't. Liam's smile didn't reach his eyes. Can't what? Feel? That night, guilt fueled a fight. Jordan came home late, scrubs rumpled. Saw Liam's text. You two grabbing drinks. Work stuff, Alex lied, hating the taste. He's just a friend. Jordan's jaw tightened. Friends don't look at you like that. I know him, Alex. He's got a history of collecting. The accusation stung. And you? Always defending him, like I'm the intruder. Jordan paced, the apartment shrinking. Because he's family, the kind that sticks. Unlike mine. The words landed like slaps, Jordan's Boston wounds reopening. Alex recoiled. So I'm the backup? The charity case with a fortune. That's not. Jordan stopped, deflating. I'm scared. Okay? This will, the pressure. What if we rush and it breaks us? The silence stretched. A chasm. They made up in whispers. Bodies seeking forgiveness. But trust frayed like old denim. Spring teased with cherry blossoms and the lawyer called. Mr. Hawthorne's estate requires documentation by summer solstice. Photos, affidavits, proof of partnership. Time ticked. Jordan proposed informally over picnic in Prospect Park. A silver keychain engraved, ours. Not a ring. Build with me, he said, voice thick. Tears pricked Alex's eyes. Yes, God, yes. They dove into plans. A commitment ceremony in the Catskills, witnesses from the center. Invites went out. Theo, Rita, even Mia, who texted back a tentative maybe. Liam, though, cornered Alex at a gallery opening. Congrats. But Jordan, he's running scared. Told me last week. He's not sure about forever. The words poisoned. He wouldn't. Check his phone. Liam's eyes gleamed. Love's a gamble, Alex. Don't bet on a marked deck. Doubt festered. That night, while Jordan slept, Alex scrolled. Texts from an ex. Miss you. Unanswered but there. Heart sinking, he confronted Jordan at dawn. Is it true? Doubts. Jordan blinked awake, confusion shifting to hurt. Liam again? He's twisting shit. That ex? Ancient history. But the texts. Polite ignores. Jordan's voice rose. Why do you believe him over me? Because he's honest about the mess. Alex shouted, the dam breaking. Unlike my parents, who lied for years. The fight erupted, accusations flying like shrapnel. Jordan stormed out. I need air. Leaving Alex amid shattered mugs. Hours later, Liam arrived. Heard the boom. Comfort turned to confession. Liam's kiss, unreturned but offered. I care, Alex. More than he does. Rage and temptation warred. Alex shoved him away. Get out. You're poison. Alone, he called Mia. Tell Dad I'm done begging. Her pause was a knife. It's too late. He's contested the will, claims you're unstable. Influenced. Betrayal doubled. Elias's fortune, meant for love, now a battleground. Alex collapsed, sobs echoing in empty rooms. Jordan returned at midnight, face ashen. I talked to Liam. He's gone back to Boston. And I'm sorry. For everything. They clung, fragile. We fight this together, Jordan vowed. But the contest filing arrived via courier, his father's signature, cold as ever. For the family's good. As Manhattan bloomed indifferent, Alex wondered if love could inherit what blood had forsaken. The center became sanctuary. Theo mediated. Betrayal's a teacher, not a tomb. Group sessions unearthed scars. Alex's childhood of, fix it, son. Jordan's pressure to man up. They rebuilt brick by brick. Therapy dates, art classes where Jordan's clumsy sketches made Alex laugh. The will's deadline loomed, a sword over idol. Then, a twist. Elias's lawyer revealed addendums. Your grandfather anticipated resistance. There's a trust, yours unconditionally, if you choose love over legacy. Freedom, bittersweet. Take it, Jordan asked in their sun-dappled kitchen. No, Alex decided. We earn it. Our way. Commitment day dawned golden. The Catskills cabin, ringed by pines, hosted 20 souls. Rainbow banners fluttering. Vows exchanged. In storms and silences, I choose you. Mia arrived last, eyes red. Dad's wrong. I'm here for you. The ceremony sealed with a kiss, cheers rising like birdsong. Photos snapped for the will, authentic, aching with truth. Back in the city, the agency promoted Alex. Jordan's fellowship solidified. Liam's apology email. I was jealous. Forgive the fool. They did in time. But as summer solstice crested, the final hearing approached, his father's last stand. The courtroom in lower Manhattan smelled of polished wood and stale ambition, sunlight slanting through high windows like judgmental fingers. Alex sat ramrod straight beside Jordan, their hands clasped under the table, a lifeline amid the legal labyrinth. His father's contest loomed like a thunderhead. Claims of undue influence, mental fragility, anything to claw back Elias's gift. It's not about the money, his dad had snarled in a pretrial call, voice crackling over speaker. It's about saving you from yourself. Saving. The word twisted like barbed wire. Alex glanced at Jordan, whose steady gaze anchored him. They'd prepared for months. Affidavits from Theo, Rita's character witness statement, even Mia's sworn account of the dissownment night. But preparation didn't dull the ache of facing the man who'd raised him, only to discard him. The judge, a stern woman with silver streaks and eyes like a hawk, called order. Hawthorne versus Hawthorne Estate. Mr. Reynolds for the contestant. His father's lawyer rose, slick in pinstripes. Your Honor, Alexander Hawthorne's sudden commitment post-will notification reeks of opportunism. No prior relationship history, financial desperation. It's a sham for inheritance. Objections flew, but the damage seeped. Alex's turn came, voice steady as he recounted Elias's letters. Penned in the 80s, hidden in attic boxes, tales of a love lost to AIDS, a fortune vowed to those who love boldly. Grandpa knew rejection, Alex said, throat tight. He built this for hearts like his, like mine. Jordan testified next, med badge pinned like armor. Alex isn't chasing dollars. He's chasing life. We met as kids, reconnected in pain. This, he squeezed Alex's hand, visible now, is real. The gallery murmured. Mia, in the front row, nodded fiercely. But then, cross-examination. Dr. Ellis, your roommate Liam. Text suggests tension. Jealousy? Motive to fabricate. Jordan's jaw clenched. Liam's issues are his. Ours are solid. Whispers rippled. Alex's heart sank. Liam's shadow again. Recess brought chaos. His father approached in the hall, face carved from granite. Son, end this farce. Come home. We can fix you. Alex's laugh was hollow. Fix? You broke me first. Eyes once warm with little league cheers, now flinty. I did what fathers do. Protect. From what? Happiness. Mia interjected, linking arms. You're losing us both, Dad. He deflated, turning away. The gavel reconvened, and closing arguments sealed fates. The judge's ruling. The testator's intent clear. Love as qualifier, not lineage. Contest dismissed. Inheritance granted. Relief crashed like waves. Jordan pulled Alex into a crushing hug, tears mingling. We did it. But victory soured en route home. A news van lurked outside. Queer air battles bigoted blood. Fortune for forbidden love. Headlines screamed tabloid glee, painting Alex as gold digger, his father martyr. Social media erupted. Trolls spewing hate, allies rallying support. Alex's agency called Pause on Projects. Optics. Jordan's program director. Congrats, but keep it low-key. The high crashed. That night, in their loft, now afforded by initial trust disbursements, they argued. It's out there, Alex said, scrolling venom. They'll never let us just be. Jordan paced. Then we fight louder. Donate it, Elias's causes. But doubt crept. What if it's tainted? What if we are? Jordan stopped, cupping his face. Never. You're my fortune. Climax brewed not in court, but in quiet unraveling. Weeks later, a package arrived. Elias's journals. Leather-bound confessions from a life unlived. Pages yellowed with San Francisco fog. Lovers lost. Protests marched. A will drafted in hospital glow. For Alex, one entry read, the grandson who'll know joy I couldn't. Love isn't inherited. It's chosen. Reading aloud by candlelight, they wept. Joy chosen. But choice demanded sacrifice. The betrayal struck deepest from Mia. At a family summit neutral ground, a diner in Queens, she confessed, Dad pressured me to spy. I fed him details, your doubts, the fight. Alex's world tilted. You? Tears streamed. I thought it'd bring you back. Us together. She reached, but he recoiled. Jordan's hand steadied. Blood's not always thicker. She fled, apologies trailing. Alone, Alex raged at mirrors, at skies. Everyone leaves. Not me, Jordan vowed, pulling him to the floor. Not ever. Reconciliation came slow. Mia's letters piled, raw, repentant. I chose wrong. Forgive as you were forgiven. The center's group helped. Betrayals echo, not end. Alex sketched his pain. Portraits of fractured families, mended with gold seams, kintsugi hearts. Summer waned, fortune flowing to charities. AIDS research, youth shelters, art for the marginalized. Alex's agency relented, promoting bolder. Jordan published on queer health disparities, voice amplified. Yet, the true climax unfolded in autumn's blaze. His father, post-heart scare, reached out, a shaky call. I read the papers, saw the good. I'm sorry. Words Alex never dreamed. Why now? Fear. Lost you to it. Pause. Visit? No strings. He went, Jordan in tow. The park slope house, once prison, now haunted. Over coffee, confessions. His dad's own hidden youth. A college fling, buried for duty. Thought it'd protect you. Hurt you instead. Hugs were awkward, healing. Love's not straight lines, Alex said. It's this messy mine. Mia joined. Family fracturing reformed. Not perfect, but human. As leaves fell, Alex and Jordan escaped to the Cape, Elias's old haunt, now theirs. Beaches whispered secrets, waves washing wounds. Under starry quilts, they planned. A foundation, blending art and medicine. Fortunes of the heart. You're my legacy, Jordan murmured. Ring glinting, simple gold, vowed eternal. Alex smiled, whole. And you're mine. But humanism's depth lies in imperfection. Back in the city, echoes lingered, trolls' barbs, Mia's guilt, his father's frailty. Love wasn't a fortune seized, but tended, daily. One crisp evening, atop their rooftop, city sprawling like possibilities, Alex raised a toast. To choosing. Jordan clinked glasses. Every damn day. Winter returned, not as foe but familiar, blanketing Manhattan in hush. The foundation launched quietly. A non-profit hub in Chelsea, walls alive with Alex's murals. Intertwined figures defying storms, colors bleeding hope. Donors flocked, tech moguls moved by Elias's ghost, everyday allies stirred by headlines turned triumph. Jordan consulted pro bono, workshops on resilience for queer youth. Healing starts here, he'd say, echoing Elias's ink-stained pleas. Alex's art bloomed viral, exhibits from Bushwick lofts to MoMA whispers. Critics hailed, the heir who paints his pain. But he demurred, not heir, echo. Personal tides ebbed gentler. Mia integrated, weekends brunched with stories swapped. No more spies. His father, frail but fighting, attended the opening, cane-tapping resolve. Proud, he rasped, gripping Alex's hand. No more words needed. Action spoke. Jordan's career soared. TEDx talks on love as medicine. Panels with Alex sketching live. Their loft evolved. Bookshelves groaning under journals. A nursery corner dreamed for future fosters. Kids like us, Jordan mused, given chances. Yet, drama's embers glowed. Liam resurfaced, clean-shaven in a Boston conference email. Keynote? On second X. Jordan forwarded, eyebrow arched. Alex replied, past is prologue. Welcome. Forgiveness, not forget. At the event, grand ballroom, chandeliers dripping light. Liam approached, humbled. I wrecked good things. Sorry doesn't cut it, but here. He handed a check substantial for the foundation. From a fool who learned. They talked till dawn. Over diner fries, Liam's scars bared. Addiction's grip, jealousy as mask. You too? Goals. Hugs exchanged, bridges mended, not rebuilt. Back home, Alex reflected in his studio, brushes paused. The will once chain, now wings. Elias's final journal entry, dog-eared. Fortune's not gold, but the loves it frees. Be free, boy. He was, deeply, achingly. Spring unfurled, and with it, a road trip, Route 66 Redux, Elias's old path from Texas dust to California dreams. Convertible top down, wind whipping, they chased horizons. Stops at diners with pie and tails, motels with neon vows. In the Grand Canyon's maw under infinite stars, Jordan knelt. Not proposal, but renewal. Forever's a choice. Renew. Alex pulled him up, kissing fierce. Daily. Climax's shadow? A scare, Jordan's routine scan. A blip echoing Elias's fate. Waiting room vigils, Alex sketching fears into dragon slain. Benign, the verdict, but it etched. Life's thrill is fragility. More reason to live loud, Jordan declared. Post-relief barbecue with center friends. Laughter rang, grills smoking, rainbows in beer foam. Humanism wove through. Not fairy tale, but tapestry. Threads of loss, love, labor. Alex mentored at the center, teens echoing his yesterdays. It gets better? One asked, eyes wide. Better's built, he replied. Brick by heart. One boy's story mirrored. Disowned, drifting. Alex connected him to Theo, sketched his portrait. Title, Unseen Heir. It hung in the loft, reminder. As solstice circled, anniversary of claim, they hosted a gala. City glitterati mingled with shelter kids. Toasts to Elias. For loves that inherit us. His father spoke, voice quavering. I was blind. Now I see. Applause thundered, walls trembling. After, on the fire escape, Jordan wrapped arms around. Worth the war. Alex leaned back, city pulse sinking hearts. Every scar. Years blurred, foundation thriving, art biennales. A wedding in the Catskills. Vows renewed with Foster's chaos. Mia's kids called Alex uncle. His father taught them baseball, swings wide. Betrayal's ghost, faded photo tucked away. Thrill's edge, routine's comfort, deepened by trials. In quiet, Alex wrote Elias, unsent letters of thanks. Your fortune? All of us, loving despite. One dawn, Jordan stirring coffee. Alex watched. Love's simple fortune. Hey! Jordan grinned. Adventure today? Always, Alex replied. And so, in America's vast weave, from Brooklyn stoops to canyon echoes, they lived. Dramatic in depths, thrilling in trusts, emotional in embraces, romantic in routines, humanistic in the human. Love not left behind, but lifted forward. A legacy chosen,